What is going on, everybody? Me and Greg Pooh in here one more time. One last time, at least for this season.
One last
House of
ride.
the Dragon. It's the last ride, man. It's the last one.
Let's
What you
go.
thinking? What you
I
thinking, man? You like excited?
I needed them to land this plane, dude. It makes a
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah. So you
difference.
want them to land it. You want them to land the plane,
hmm
get that perfect 10. You gotta have a good landing to get that perfect 10.
Yeah, we need an Allison death. I need a. I don't think
Calling it out.
we're gonna not get some big. I would take a white worm going to. But I feel like a lot of they're gonna hold it for season 4, so something has to
Yeah.
give. Maybe
Yeah.
old
Well,
man Corliss doesn't make it through this.
we'll have to see. I need to my biggest one is like the one who rode Sheep Stealer. That's the one that can go to me.
Oh yeah, I always forget about
She can accidentally fall off the dragon or something.
her.
You know, not being too mean, not being too hateful, but we'll
Yeah.
see. But yeah, man, we did do a trailer reaction
Mm-hmm.
for this finale. I thought it looked kind of good, man.
I mean,
Thought it looked kind
trailers.
of good.
You're in big trouble if trailers doesn't get you hyped up, right?
Yeah, sometimes I mean, like sometimes trailer they just kind of not beat all that great, but this
Yeah.
trailer was pretty good. Uh, I'm just going to be interested to see how far they take it, where they go. You know, how many battles of Tumbleton are we getting into? But with
Yeah.
that being said, you ready?
Let's get into it.
I'll let you do the countdown, big dog.
In 3, 2, 1, initialize.
Bro, this is a long ass episode.
How long is it?
I just noticed the time on this thing. I know they probably have some kind of like uh ending or whatever, like possible tacked on to the end of it, since it's the last episode, but I don't know how long that's gonna be. For the guys watching along, we just going through the season and like or the recap here. Oh, fragile ass.
The Dreamer. I could. Yeah, I don't want any more of this. Hopefully, we're done with the incense. He's got Corliss. He's got the.
You got Corliss and they got a dragon.
And he flipped that stupid dude.
Yep, Oath.
Yeah, he flipped Oath, got Corliss,
Oath a piece of shit.
and he has a Targaryen son.
Part Gen 31 out there, boy. Thank you for coming in, doing
So
the thing.
there we go.
He said, "This is a simple, special, and amazing people, boys." We about to find out. I mean, damn, this is a pretty long recap.
It's the whole season, right? Setting
I'm
up.
kind of glad we're going through the recap right here, just so I can
Remember everything, right?
not really get even refresh or anything, but it's kind of a little pump up, like they're saying. It's like pregame.
Uh,
Boy, my boy thought a speech did that. Little did he know.
his speech did wake up his dragon, though. Now he's back in the game. Brazil. Da-na-na-na-na-na. We're gonna kill everyone. This is the season finale.
Brazil, my man.
Season 3 finale. Da-na-na. Helena had a dream.
Yeah, man.
And everybody's dead.
If you're in Brazil, actually, peace, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Do that thing.
Helena. Da-da-da-da. Allison's on the run after trying to kill her son. Dun, dun. The witch of the witch of Harrenhal is gonna save our young Targaryen. Jace covered in arrows and blood in this scene. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, I do wish we had like a 2-headed dragon or 3-headed dragon.
Here we go, big bye.
Here we go, season
Here we
finale.
go. Here we go. It's gonna do it, man.
Maester.
He must see her.
She's got word from Allison. I killed him. Oh, Damon's loading up on the armor. Oh, okay, I got the bed. And she's having a panic attack. And she's having a full-on breakdown.
Damn, boy.
Just go kill him, dude. That's right.
Show test.
Your father was weak. You're gonna be weak. I am the strong one. This isn't time for tears, ladies. It's time for action. It's time to kill everyone. What Reacher would do. Set a watch for Egan's strength. Love that smirk by Damon.
David's ready, bro. That's what I like to see. David ready like hell, boy.
Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking. No, not really. hell.
Oh, damn.
Oh. Okay, Rhaenyra stepping up.
She becoming evil, boy.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than complacent.
Yeah. Obviously, in another show, they would have been like, "Oh, I'm going to give your sister another chance, and she'll save us." And not not here. Okay, I don't know if that's true, but Alan claims it. I guess this is
Well, I mean, technically, he is the eldest son, and his dad is trying to get him legitimized, so that would
yeah,
make him that.
yeah.
Here's Hammer. What's Hammer about to do?
I guess he's back from his not saving his wife. The man in the iron masks. Everybody's gearing up. Where's Ulf? Drunk somewhere?
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. All you gotta do is throw a doo-doo bomb at home, dude. You got his ass. Neil. Neil, you son of a bitch.
Sir.
Boy, they bringing in the big daddy guns.
The dragon taker outers. You are known as Bran the Breaker. Why's that guy look all pissed off? Look at the dragon just on his head on a swivel.
Ooh, look at Oaf over here, bro. He just
Oh,
building a wall.
got all balls now that he's nowhere around them.
Lord Oaf the White. God, son, this guy right here, bro. He out here wilding out, bro.
I don't know if the whites will claim him. Who the hell is this lady?
Girl's been like helping take care.
Mm. She's been haunted by her dad's reign and the prophecy too much.
Yep.
Don't worry, Jon Snow's got it.
Oh, damn.
Damn,
Damn.
she must have not been good in bed.
Wow, dude. Wow, bro. This coming out of nowhere, son. Get out of here, white worm. She put that Paducci in her face and thought that was going to win her over. Guess what? It wasn't good enough. Yes, it has.
I'd be like, well, you don't have a watch. Is that what she saw? That carriage and horse? And the gates open and there's fire or something?
Bro, look at it, bro. See, look at her. She turned about face as soon as she had the chance, dude. As soon as she had the chance, dude. Do you remember? Do you remember? Oh shit, yeah, boy. Poison his ass, bro.
No, you gotta. I don't have to dress up as your mom anymore.
Nah, he'll probably still want that.
Why is she crying?
Bro, she tearing up, bro. Damn, son.
Mhm. All right, I'll give you the chorizo.
I feel bad for you now. You don't have to look.
Mhm. You can stay in regular face. So are we supposed to believe the intro is like Helena's basically
Yeah.
dream that she's stitching right now?
I think that's why she keeps showing, like, while the camera keeps panning whenever she lays it down, because she's done this twice, and is literally, if she would pay attention to the damn upholstery, she'd probably fucking know what's going down. Ah, damn.
Give her to the
Or
mountain.
means a nod means something's happening.
Yeah. Give her to the mountain.
Damn, son. That's a way to eat.
Mhm. Lord Allen, we need you.
She coming out with a crown.
Who's that little homie?
Can't remember. I think she has like other like couple of small children that she might have been called them back because since she actually got King's Landing.
Uh, this is one of her sons, right?
One of Allison's sons.
Oh, Allison's okay. A little young for soldiers, no?
Oh boy, look, they got a little shield. They'll be all right. They got the shield, bro.
That drunk bastard.
Oh,
Here we go.
yep.
Is it Ulf? Oh no, it's Damon.
Yep.
Not the other hand.
What is she about to do?
Uh,
She about to dive in a bit. Come on now. Oh God.
mm.
Badly. Nice. That's my man says so. Kill him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. Death. We want people dead.
Hope he just killed Corliss right here.
Hey, get off the bed, fucker. Get out. Shh.
Boy, man, Damon, he ain't joking. He ain't playing around, bro. He's serious as hell.
It's good to see that side of the area kind of snapped back now.
I had to be quiet for a little bit because I thought that was a pretty good scene.
Oh, Vagar's back finally.
Big Daddy Dragon. Wait, that's
The Sunfire is his brother's.
got to be a smaller one.
It's his brother. The question is this a dream or real?
I would think this is a dream. I don't know why his brother would show up. It's real. He just got smacked in the damn face.
Look, they kind of switch places, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Bro, they changing a lot of shit if they doing this now. I don't know what is going to happen at this point.
All right, we're getting some powerful
But
performances.
hey, man, that was another good scene. But now the thing I'll tell you about that scene like that right there is like, I don't know about it that much. Just because of the fact of what I just said, like that's totally out of bounds from like the story.
Mm-hmm.
Either one of them are going to be close to Templeton. Sounds boring.
He could be in trouble though with Ulf turning sides and now Vagar and Sunfire coming in.
Still gotta find Vagar.
Yeah. Oh, you're dead. Oh.
Dummy.
Now are we buying that Alan's doing this straight out of duty, or you think he's starting to get like a thirst for
Well, I
power
mean, he
there?
was told by his dad to do what he's basically doing.
Okay.
I mean, not necessarily this exact thing, but he did say, go to Rhaenyra in my stead. I think he's actually doing all this for his dad more than he is Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
You know where he's at. He's in the trunk. He's in the hall.
Mm-hmm. What was she looking at?
Great speech, by the way. I gotta give her props.
Mm-hmm. Like, damn, yeah, that's a good speech. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell is she doing? I'm the prince that was promised. Girl, you a princess. The hell?
Actually, no, we're gonna get them later down the line, but it does come from Targaryens, though. She is right about that.
Yeah, bro. My man. My man Damon saying he's still in the show tonight. He's still in the show tonight.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to be on the side, whatever side the Northmen are on. They don't play around.
I'm gonna be pissed if Ulf comes out of nowhere and just burns them all.
Steal the show every night.
What are they called again? The Wolves?
The White Wolves.
I'm a white wolf.
It's because they're old. That's what's cool about these guys. Is like they literally present. They're like, we know why we're here. We're here to die for the queen. It wasn't to live for the queen or any of that. It's literally to die for the queen. Just like that little joke right there that was happening when he was talking about get inside there and open the doors, but don't die before you do. Bro, look at this. Hey, John, that ain't working, man. I got news for him, boy. That shit ain't working. That shit ain't working, Greg.
What, hiding in like a fake trash can?
Somebody got somebody. Damn, dude. Well, they're throwing out shrapnel.
Oh.
Bro, one dude's slow as fuck, bro. You don't say.
you got?
Bro, he's about to get, bro, he's about to go super stupid.
How much?
His cousin. Is his cousin or brother?
Jesus Christ! How long was this episode?
Being a little longer than normal. But it's also, I don't know how
Is it
long it is because they're probably got something special because of the end of the season. Oh, there goes the hot shit.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Mm. I want that little kid to die, though. I don't like him either.
He don't bother me that much. And he's actually pretty smart for being as young as he was. Bro, I like how this cat right here, he's like, he doesn't care, bro. This guy right here does not give a damn, son. He's like one of the leaders and one of the first ones up the damn wall. Okay, this dude's a badass, bro. He is chopping down one by one. Bro, he just get a kid. Said screw it. Well, that guy ain't light. Well, he did light it, I guess.
Nobody can find Ulf.
I ain't knowing what the hell's that. There's a bunch of crazy shit going on.
I love this chick.
Yeah, she's actually kind of cool. She actually isn't a made up character. She's a character that is in the story.
Oh, really?
Well, I love how they just getting out of the way. Let's get this hell out of the way. Yeah, y'all are fried to hell. Fried to hell. What's up, Swahili? All right, so there's going to be some dominoes falling here. They are totally doing this battle like a totally different way. So I can't tell. I couldn't even guess what the hell's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dragon heads coming through there. Shit, fire. Here comes Hugh the hammer.
Mm-hmm. Probably has to come to save his wife again.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
Bro, this dude's still killing motherfuckers. This he's the biggest badass walking earth.
Didn't open the gate though.
My man said.
As old.
What the F? Bruh, Armin's the one that found him. And he's on the shitter. See, like, you just really switch, like, the same kind of person for the same kind of person. Hope his dumbass realizes it to a certain point. Because, to be perfectly honest with you, it's not. I root for Damon. Like, in a couple of characters that I think is cool. Like, that happens to be on the side of Rhaenyra. Like, Damon and fucking the White Wolf leader guys. Like, oh, who's this guy? Hey, damn, this guy's a. You dead as hell. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's one small dragon.
Yep. All right, so we got dumbass Oaf over here. Wait, they actually think it's on their side, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's about to come. Look at this guy. Damn, dude. This is so stupid. They're so happy. They're like, yeah. Yeah. Little do they know he's coming for them.
Good old Ulf turning the tides. Too bad he knows y'all try to do a parlay. Y'all dead. Get your grubby hands off my eye.
You're gonna eat these? I'm gonna just throw them out.
Do it.
Huh?
Do it.
Throw it. You're not gonna eat the.
Damn, bro, the dude from the north. Damn,
Oh.
not to that point. Damn, that sucked. He just chopped his arm off.
Oh.
Oh, got him in the face.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me? Bruh, okay. That was kind of cool. The North guy, like, stabs him up the asshole. Man. And then, like, home dude's fucked up, too. And he's like, fuck you, too, you piece of shit. But I was a fucking idiot.
Technically saved Damon.
Homegirl's missing an arm, or a hand at least.
You know, the horse took off.
A lot of people burned up.
Just definitely didn't go how they wanted it to go. Try to keep all these people, all the other people out of it.
Okay, there's Karax. He's like shooting at the dragon.
Is
Holy shit.
that Vagar? Who's that?
Oh, that might be Hammer.
Oh, okay. Is she knitting the town getting burned or whatever?
So are they gonna show Oath die? Because I mean, they got 2 dragons after his ass now.
Hmm.
A little too late.
She jump out the window like that one dude.
Was that Gwaine?
Yeah. Orwan's definitely dead.
Was that a given in question? Was that even question?
Is his wife dead or not? Yeah, she dead.
Assume dead.
Heavy losses on both sides.
Yeah, no doubt. You had a freaking dragon out there mowing down people on the outside. Then home dude decided to just burn the city down too.
Mm-hmm.
Did she commit suicide? I'm guessing so.
She hang herself with her own tapestry, or does she just jump?
I don't know if Hammer knows it or not. I mean, I would assume he knew that dragon. Like he was friends enough with him to know that that's the dragon that was like flying around fucking burning everybody. Could you say Hammer could be mad now at the Rhaenyra and
Oh yeah.
Damon, but you also could be like his first revenge should be taking Oath out. But that's why I'm saying that second dragon came up there. That's the Hammer, or I think that's the Hammer's dragon. Yeah, she jumped down there on the spikes. Which actually, I think it's obviously not going to happen that way. Little bit of a spoiler for the story. If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't her that did this. It was Allison. Then now she just realizes like what she would dream, and then she would do the tapestry. She's noticing like all the different things that she put together. Damn, bro, she can put together some yarn, son.
Who was on the tapestry? Not her, right? Somebody else.
Well, that is it. That is all she wrote. Oh, that's it. Let's get this crap together, big dog. You need a break, drink,
No,
pee,
I'm
daddy.
good.
You need a pee? I might get me a drink real quick.
Little drinky poo.
Little drinky poo, and then we get this thing on the road. I might take a pee real quick as well because I'm an old man. Be right back, and we'll talk about this episode that we just got through live reacting to. Give us just a minute. All right, ready to go, Big Daddy?
Yeah.
Initialize. Here we are, guys. We just got through watching the episode, doing a live react, and now we're going to talk about the episode, what we thought about it, what we thought was good, what we thought was bad. We've had, mixed things during the season of liked a lot of things, and there was some things to talk about and to not like with certain characters, certain plots, things like that. And when you're dealing with a complicated show like you are when you're doing like House of the Dragon, a show like this, can get kind of messy sometimes. Sometimes it's worth the mess, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm fine. Sometimes you can ignore it, and sometimes you may or may not. So, with that being said, let's get down into it. The finale of House of the Dragon just happened. Greg, just like a sort of a non-spoiler kind of like thing here at the very beginning, just kind of like your just overall thoughts without actually diving into anything in depth yet.
I think I got what I wanted. I wanted them to land the plane, and they did land the plane. Man, it had a great overall performances throughout the show. A lot of good, fun things going on. Overall, just very satisfied for the ending of season 3.
I think in some respects this was a very good episode. Like, I had some fun with it. There were definitely some fun moments and everything else that in this episode. It did make my favorite character, Damon, look pretty good. Kind of a badass going through the stuff, doing his thing. One of my other favorite characters was the guy from the north. Made him look like a kick-ass MFer, even though like he God rest his soul. But like, so there was some like good things, but there are some things we can dive into that like may or may not make it like a really good season finale. So but we can just start jumping into the actual episode here real quick. So basically we get Damon, Rhaenyra at the very beginning, and they're doing the thing. They start talking, and Templeton becomes a place that like, okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do it. She's gonna unleash Damon and say, yo, big dog. Go in there and do the thing. So like we had that all the stuff that Rhaenyra and Damon has had, to me, like, it's just good acting, right? It's good scenes most of the time. And it's kind of fun to watch because like you see in like two people put on a pretty good clinic as far as like acting with like the characters and all that kind of good stuff. And this this kind of set it up. It was like, boom, we're gonna get Templeton. Like, what'd you think about like the first part there, like trying to get the Templeton?
I don't know. I have mixed emotions about the way to depict that Rhaenyra, her up and downness. 1 minute she's crying conceptually, looks distraught, doesn't look like in control, and then all of a sudden she snaps into play. And it's been up and down throughout the series. So we have another moment where she's unsure of herself, kind of like panicking, kind of like freaking out. Damon settles her down, gets her in the mode, and she flips that switch, and then it's all hell breaks loose from there. And so they get their shit on board, and they get to work. And like you said, we built up Almond and the high towers throughout this whole season, and we're finally getting the climactic ending to all this.
When it comes to Rhaenyra's character, I'm going to admit there were points in times where I was looking at like how they portrayed her character and all this, and I was like, you know what, man, like, what are they truly doing here sometimes? Like, just like some of the decisions and stuff she's making is like dumb, and they were like the whole Corliss thing was stupid. She should have just went ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, like, book in story mode, like she literally, that's one of the first things she does is like legitimize Corliss's kids. I don't even know why they changed that. And so there was a couple little things like that was going on that I didn't like as much. Now, I will say, I do like the fact that, like, in this episode, I kind of understood where they were trying to go this whole time. And that was, she wants to do the right thing, or what she feels is the right thing. You know? So you're this person that you feel like, man, I want to follow my father. My father was a good man. I want to make these decisions. And she's trying really hard to be, like, good to the people, to be, like, the good leader. Like, she feels like it's her rightful place, which it technically is, because that's what her father actually wanted to begin with. But these idiots, on the greens with Allison and stuff like that kind of derailed it. So this whole situation blows out of proportion, and kids are dying on both sides and everything else. You got one mom loving the kids and don't want them to die, and they're dying all the time. Then you got the other mom that'll sacrifice the hell out of the kids. Shit. And a kid in the last episode, like, basically on that side. But with the Rhaenyra character, it is kind of cool to me now after seeing this episode and kind of like getting this feeling of she's that person that's trying to do good. You're trying to do the right thing, right? Like, just anybody in the world could be like this. Like, you're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to be smart about stuff, but then for some reason, nothing works. Everything falls apart. You're like the kid that may live in the bad part of the neighborhood, and you're like trying to do right, and you're doing good in school and all this stuff. She's like the Ricky or she's trying to be the Ricky of the story, if you know what I'm talking about, from Boys in the Hood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he's trying to get educated. He's like he's trying to get to college. He's a good athlete. So he's finally possibly going to be able to go out there and make some money to help his family out. But then he just gets gunned down in the middle of it for no reason, basically. And after all the hard work and the good stuff he's done, he's the one that gets taken out. Not the other bad people around him. He gets taken out. And it's kind of like what she's doing. And I kind of feel it a little bit where, okay, strictly 100%. I'm trying to do the right thing. Everything keeps falling apart, and now she's snapping. I think she's like snapping. I think she's like, you know what? I tried to do the good thing. I tried to be what my father would want me to be. All this stuff. She's like looking at some of her father's model at one point and everything else. And then I think she's like done with it. I think she's like, nah, screw this. She got the white worm out of there. She's like, now I would assume that means that she's more back in what Damon wants to be, which is going to be a little more hardcore, obviously, because that's how Damon is. And she's going down that path, man. She looks down. She sees, I always forget her name, but she sees Allison's daughter, like, committed suicide. Like, she don't give a shit. She just closes the shutters. And I think that's closing the door. I think that would symbolize, if I were to watch like the after show or whatever, I might be right, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think that symbolizes possibly her shutting the door on basically the choices she was trying to make, with her father in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's not. Now she's you even see the tapestry that was being worked on that shows her sitting on the throne with like all the fire and stuff in the background. And she might even think, oh, Targaryens, dragons, and fire, and that's a good thing. But I think that's actually like a bad symbolism for like what she's to become. But yeah, man, like really just focus on Rhaenyra's character right here. Like, great, like you like it, you not like it? Because now that I know that from watching this episode and kind of getting more of a better feeling about it, I actually think that's a pretty cool way to take it to us, like, and it's kind of understandable too.
Yeah, she's definitely insecure about her role. Obviously, she's been in question since the day she was perceived as the heir to the potential first queen of the Seven Kingdoms, and she's trying to so insecure about everything. Her children are bastards. She's insecure about all these things, and she has her dad's overall, picture of what a king is, and this prophecy of the prince that was promised, which she even mentions that she believes she is the prince that was promised.
I do think that was stupid.
She's ruined. It's ruined her overall thing because she thinks because of the prophecy everything's gonna go right for her. Everything's gonna be perfect. She's the one that brings peace or destroys. The future. What we know is the White Walkers and all that stuff. She's gonna fight against that. So her understanding is that everything should be easy peasy, and everything does not work out for her. And I think that tapestry kind of highlights possibly what she's almost turning to a dark side. Like her dark reign is going to happen, and she's not going to necessarily end in a good way. Like she had once thought that her being queen and everything was going to be fixed, everything's going to be easy. She was going to get praised. She was going to usher in this great whole reign of her, and now it's going down a dark path.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I was saying, like she does certain things, like she gets rid of the white worm, which I agree with.
Yeah,
because I don't think like she was a great like whisperer to her. So like, I agree that she needed to get rid of her, but it's the timing of when she gets rid of her.
Yeah.
I agreed with Damon an episode or two ago when he was doing his trap and he was trying to find out who killed some of the gold cloaks. But it was the timing of him bumping into Oath and then him like slapping him around. It gives like an opening for them to be like, oh shit. So Oath actually, there's an opening here. We can like possibly turn one of these dragon riders to get on our side. It's all about the timing. It's like, we're going to do this thing, sometimes even a smart thing, but then it's like chaos because it's like, that happens at a bad time. She gets rid of that at the bad time. Corlys, if she would have just like agreed at the very beginning, Corlys would have been there as her hand, giving her advice, maybe even helping make better decisions and stuff like that. But because she wouldn't do bad timing, now she's like Was it Alum or Allen? I always get them like mixed up, but like whichever one's the one standing by her side, the big daddy,
Alan.
uh, like him, now she's even probably going to make him legitimate because of
Yeah.
that stuff, because he's like being loyal to her and stuff. The decision to go and kill the Septon in this episode, uh, thought was pretty hardcore. That's obviously a sign of her, like, you know what, I'm tired of you. You heard everything my father said, and you're still not listening.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's that kind of deal that's going on, and as it goes, it's pretty crazy. But like I said, I like that. What did you think about Alicent not even being in the episode?
I'm cool with it. I'm not a big Allison person at this point. I think she spent her, she had a good character development and everything, like arc going on. I'm okay with her. What we needed to see, I'd rather see that than Allison's plot of like her, running away from Aemon now and all of them. I'd rather her died, honestly, but I guess they're gonna.
Yeah, like I agree with you. No, don't do a whole lot. Don't care about the like what would have happened afterwards, except for maybe later. But like when it maybe they can have her story, do really well, or at least be written pretty well, so like it gets interesting in the next season, because obviously there's gonna be fallout from some things that happen and everything else. With that being said, it's like, bruh, the only thing I probably would have wanted to see her done in this episode would probably die. To be perfectly honest with you. Now, we actually thought it was a dream sequence. But what did you think about Aemon and Aegon meeting up? I actually thought it was like a dream. I think both of us thought that. I thought that up until the fact that you saw Homegirl walking up around the corner, like, and seeing them talking to each other. And then I was like, okay, so this ain't no trick coming from her, because she's obviously in here and everything else. But we got Sunfire, if I'm not mistaken, and Aegon showing up at the Harrenhal, and like I thought that was a very interesting, another great scene of the two brothers interacting with each other. Aegon comes in and is like, hey man, like, you piece of shit. Like, he has all this reason to get revenge, because obviously he tried to kill him, and he Aemon even like admits to it, like, yeah, I tried to take you out because I was like, didn't think you were a good king. It's all my fault and stuff like that. You have the right to kill me. And it takes all the like fun and revenge factor out of it from his brother, who he pisses off, right? Because he's like, he wanted it to be fun revenge.
Yeah.
But then he comes, basically it's like, oh, you're taking all the fun out of this. How you doing this crap? Like, these pieces of crap. And like, he's even more pissed. It's the whole kill him with kindness kind of situation here. And that's what's going on. Interaction dynamic, and then basically he's like, yo, dog, here we go. Maybe if you doing what I'm saying you doing from this point on, and I get to be a crown king again, maybe, just maybe, I'll forgive you, kind of situation. But I thought that was actually like, it's not like, I do think that some people that love the source material are going to start getting upset more and more and more, because some of these tracks are laying or like taking things pretty far away from what actually happens in the source material. But with it being said, and judging by the actors and everything else that was involved, even Sunfire, the messed up dragon, how it kind of came in there kind of weird and wonky, like it's all fucked up or whatever. But like, I like that, man. I like that. I think that's cool as shit. And everything. I was starting to like Aegon's character even more, but like, yeah, I really thought that was a dynamic scene. I thought it was another really good, really powerful scene that happened in the show. I mean, what'd you think, Rick?
Yeah, we were starting to see some characters elevate. Damon's, Rhaenyra's starting to elevate her character, and I think Aegon has really taken a step up in his character development. Obviously, he is taking charge. He's angry. He wants his throne back. He is turning into a little bit of a badass, and like it was the opposite of what it was before. Like we saw Aemon kind of like copy Daemon, wanting to be the next Daemon, kind of the hard ass, kind of trying to be the super badass guy, and now he's more of a humble, more, I feel like I'm cursed because I'm a kingslayer. I killed my brother. It was a terrible thing for me to do. I was out of line. He's trying to metaphorically throw himself on the sword in front of his brother. So the tables have turned. I think the character, the development, and the scene itself was, just it's been really good for Aegon.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you straight up. This is what they look like. They're setting up next season. It looks like Allison.
Mhm.
I don't know where she's going to end up. Because we didn't see her in this episode, like I said before. So I don't know where she's going to.
We saw at the end with the
You got the two brothers together.
Mm-hmm.
You got them back together for the ride. I'm thinking they're going to try to put like Allison's going to find out about her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking they may try to do this thing where like Allison and her other sons and stuff, and like Allison loses it after losing her daughter and the potential baby. Now she also could have lost her other kid, Darren.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is he dead? Is he dead? I don't remember what happened.
They didn't show him dead necessarily, so I don't know if he's dead or not. Like, but like he could be dead. Fucking Ulf over here, like flying around, shooting fire everywhere. But like, so you got all that stuff. I'm thinking, like, I always been thinking, like, I didn't want them to do it. Is they take the Rhaenyra and Alicent and put them together, like right where they almost join teams for a little while. They didn't do that eventually. She was a little too kind to her, but she didn't actually get on the side with her. I think Alicent finds out possibly about her daughter and then the kid that she was going to have. And like I said, in that situation, and then but then she tried to poison her kid.
Yeah, that's
how it would work. I don't know how it would work, but I'm like thinking to myself, like, almost see like this team up where it's going to be Alicent and her two boys now, and against Rhaenyra and everything else they got left.
I would think that with the poisoning throws like a big wrench in it.
Yeah, that does. Like, as I'm like because we're watching the episode and we're talking about it immediately afterward, so you're kind of processing some of this stuff at the same time we're talking about it, and I'm like, man, it looks like they might be setting up like a get together, like in a final season to be like a real like battle between Rhaenyra and Alicent, basically at the end, and stuff. But I don't know, they might not be able to do that. Maybe they can set it up if you write it correctly or whatever. But let's get to another big point. Ulf.
Drunk.
I'm gonna let you spout out about Ulf for a little bit here.
He was a big he's a big wild card like in the whole factor, right? And he feels disrespected, turns coat, goes to the side to let him drink and be indulge in women and give him a title and stuff. So he changes sides, and then he's nowhere to be found for the whole episode. And they find him in the shitter, passed out.
My man, I don't know what kind of alcohol he was getting into, but it was good.
Yeah, and at first you saw that the first scene was him like, spouting at the lips and hyping himself up and talking all this shit about Daemon. And then next you don't see him for the whole episode until like one part where he's like in the shitter and comes out and at a drunken stupor, he gets his ass kicked by Armand. Just like Daemon did to him. But then so that ultimately gets him in F everybody. I don't give a shit about anybody. So he comes out, burns down Daemon's army, and then he comes into the city and burns them down, ultimately killing Almon at the end, which was in a cool fiery death after he got stabbed in the ass by our guy. So yeah, ultimate wild card, ultimate like just dumbass character, and just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of a interesting character to put in this whole
series. So this would be my argument. I don't like it when you write certain things that makes Daemon look stupid. Mm-hmm. Like at the beginning of the season, whenever he left the dragon on literally, his nephew or whatever you want to say it is to him, dragon just sitting over there and he just leaves it. Mm-hmm. Makes him look stupid. And Daemon ain't supposed to be that dumb. Now, he ain't the most intelligent. Like, he's not going to outsmart like the people that use their brains all the time kind of person. But he also ain't dumb. So I don't like it when they do those kind of things to characters that aren't supposed to be that. So when it comes to Ulf, I don't mind the way they write him because he is a dumbass. He's over there sitting on the shitter, like passing out because he drank too damn much because he's an idiot. But that's what he's supposed to be. So I'm perfectly fine with all that. And I even mentioned it when we was doing like the live react was like, bro, you just found out that all you did was switch to a different that you switched to the same person, other side of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you did. Now, the stupidity of like just the whole situation would have been another thing that Rhaenyra messed up on. Like literally, man, as a leader, just go up. You know the dude likes to drink and hang out with buds. You know what? Let's come to a compromise. You don't go and do that on perfect, but I'm gonna have a room set up in the fucking Red Keep, the castle here, to where you can invite your friends and drink for free.
Yeah.
Your friends get to come, hang out. You just don't need to do it out on the streets, right? Why didn't we come to that compromise? Then you never would have got off to be like that anyway. And then just stress to him, like, hey, bro, when I got you something important to do, you can't be this stupid idiot going out and drinking. It's only when there, you know, you get a break in between that you'll be able to do those kind of things, right? But let's come to a compromise. I just don't want you doing it out there dangerously in the street.
Yeah.
Bring your friends, bring some friends, and they can come and drink on our dime. You don't have to pay for anything. It's free. We'll get wine for the keep. Kind of situation, right? Like there's things that you could have did to massage that to make it like a little bit better. And like she doesn't, so then he gets ostracized and he's pissed off. Then Milk and Honey over here, Ormond comes over here and will be better. And then it turns out he's not. And then so I get what his character does when it comes to that. I understand why Rhaenyra, this is part of her plan, is to not go in there, fire guns ablazing, breathing fire on everybody and killing everybody in the town. She's trying to like not have this be a chaotic moment. Like this is another one of those things. Her decision is, I don't want to just kill all the innocent people. Of course, some innocent people will die, but I'm trying to do as best I can to stop as much bloodshed from innocent people and everything else. Ormond's saying like, nah, if you're going to come get us, you're going to have to come through all these innocent people or like burn the city down. So Rhaenyra is still trying to make the good decision, but this is another time because of all the chaos and because of all the things at the wrong time, at the right time stuff happening. Ulf does because of what Ulf does, they should have just went in there and sent the dragon.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have lost nobody. If you see what I'm saying, is like, that's the crazy part. I'm trying to do the right thing, it falls apart. I'm trying to do the right thing, it falls apart. I'm trying to do the right thing, it falls apart. That keeps happening. Of course, you're going to get Evil Lady, which obviously they're showcasing that we're going to get. But I didn't mind Ulf. I get his character. Yeah. I don't really like his character because I think he's too big of a dumbass.
Yeah.
But like, I like his character as far as like the actor did a good job, and I didn't mind the writers done that. I will say one of the biggest downfalls of this episode is what happens, because you got Ulf doing this thing. Finally, Caraxes gets involved, which is Daemon's dragon, and then you also get, it looks like the Hammer guy's dragon doing his thing, so like chasing him off, but we don't know what happened.
Yeah. That's the big thing about her rule is her inability to foster relationships. Her relationships with people have not been good, and that's kind of what you kind of have to have as a queen. You're supposed to get everybody on board along with your people, and the people have not been on board. The people with power do not get on board with her, and to her fault is that she has to deal with ordinary people who became dragon riders, right? That's a problem situation in its own, dealing with those type of people. And then also dealing with kids. You're also dealing with kids that think they know everything and headstrong, and they want to do their own thing. So she's had some, hiccups, but understanding relationships and fostering relationship has been one of her biggest downfalls, and probably will be the downfall of her reign. Just not being able to get people on board with her.
You got to start with like your inner circle. It's like she pushes away her people that are supposed to, the ones that helped her get to the spot she's in. To a certain point, but she only worries about like the stupid message on the side of a wall.
Yeah.
Like that was done by random people. Like she cares about what the people think. She cares about what maybe her father that passed away thinks. She cares about all these things, but all the people in and all the people in her like inner circle she pushes away. She's had issues back and forth with Daemon. Even with the White Worm, where she even gets rid of her in this episode, or tries to get rid of her in this episode, to send her off. You like the stuff with Corliss and all this stuff, and it's like, bro, like this is totally the wrong thing. You need to have like this like circle around you that you can trust, and like you keep doing things that's making people pissed off, and it pisses off like off. I'm pretty sure Hammer Man, the Hammer, he's gonna be pissed off because his wife's dead now. Even though his wife acted like an idiot like an episode or so ago.
I was going to ask you that. Did that scene in the last episode help or hurt this overall death scene of the Hammer and his wife?
Hurt.
Yeah.
I think it hurts because when we were discussing that episode, I just thought that was like I get that you have some kind of frustration and stuff, but it's stuff like that she like says and does like in that particular scene where it's like, bro, like what the hell, like what are we going this far for? Like he literally is trying to do stuff that's like something cool. Maybe you don't like what he's doing, maybe you don't understand it completely or whatever, but let's be serious here. He is at least trying to do something like to help him out, to get them from being poor and stuff. The reason why they were having problems, when we first saw them in this show. And I just thought that was a little too harsh. Like I said, I get a little being a little frustrated and stuff, but I thought she just took it too far. Yeah. And then when you see, like, obviously he's upset, but it's almost like, bro, like they kind of weakened it a little bit. Yeah, because I was like, screw her, man. Like she's like he's trying to do something, and you're over here blaming him for everything. You chose to leave King's Landing, like I talked about in that episode. Like she chose to do that, so any harm that came to her was her fault. Not his. He didn't tell her to do that.
Yeah, I felt like I was supposed to feel more from that death, and I just didn't feel it. And I felt like that may have that whole scene. Maybe if they play it a different way, or they have it where I'll come and get you, and then maybe they have a fight, but overall he's like, I'm gonna come get you. She's like, okay, I'll come with you, come back later, and then all of a sudden then.
Think about how strong that scene would have been if they would have had a cooler, like maybe she's a little frustrated at first, but then she can't stay mad at him and hugs him, and then like everything seems like it's going to be great. She's going to come with him, but she has to like make sure a couple of things are done beforehand or whatever before she can leave. Then this battle happens, and he's trying to get to her maybe in a couple of scenes, like he's like trying to fight his way through and everything else. He's trying to make it to her, and then she like just randomly dies from some crap right before he gets there. Yeah, that would have been a way bigger and more powerful scene. Yeah. Way more powerful scene. But yeah, they show the two dragons, but then they don't tell me, like, I don't know if he's dead or not. Like, obviously, two dragons against one, he should have been devastated, but you just see him flying off out of the screen, but we don't hear anything. We don't hear nobody say nothing about it or none of that. So there's, like, no conclusion to Oath.
Yeah, so like, the Ulf character is probably still in play in season 4, possibly.
Yeah, but I'm scared that he's going to be dead off screen.
Oh yeah, you think that's
because I mean, there's obviously got to be some kind of conclusion to two dragons going after your ass, and they're clearly going after him. Caraxes throws fire at them as they're fitting to turn around the curve to get off the screen, and then the other dragon, like I said, it was like Hammer's dragons, like going after him. So he should be taken out pretty quickly, to be honest with you. Yeah. But like I said, they didn't show it, so it'd be weird to see like what happens. Like, is season 4 going to be like start exactly where this stops? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the situation we're in. Is like how that's going to start. But so we talked about Oath and all that. All right, so let's go ahead. One of my favorite things. We'll talk about the battle scene as an overall thing real quick. How did you like the battle scene that we got? Like the whole army outside the gates. Coming in, you got the Northmen are up there raising up. I thought that was a really cool scene where they're talking, and he's like, "You remember when you told me that you're here to die for the queen? Are you still willing to do that?" And the guy from the White Wolves is like, "Yes." And then he's like, "Well, I need you to get in there and climb the walls and then open the doors." And he's like, "Okay." And he's like, "Don't die before you open the doors." And the guy's like, "Okay, open the doors, then die." Yeah. And that's a cool scene like that with Daemon and him. Then we have this battle scene. So yeah, go ahead, man. What's your thoughts overall about the battle scene that we got?
It delivered for me. It delivered really good. I got the Daemon epic battle speech, which was good. Him being a leader. I got some the key characters doing some badass stuff, specifically the OG Wolf. He was badass, chopping through people, doing all his thing, getting to the end, and
Mm-hmm.
and doing all that. I got some dragon fire, some good dragon action. Uh, I got my girl on the bow and arrow doing her thing, looking happy, trying to kill people. So I got everything. And then I got the cool, the classic. Oh, we're gonna shoot arrows. The guy's charging us. We're gonna dump hot liquid on them. All the
Yep.
classic thing you see in these kind of battles. So I got what I wanted, and I got epic one-on-one duels. I kind of would have wanted that Damon and the other dudes battle to end right there. It was kind of weird. Damon luckily gets helped out indirectly by Ulf's dragon. Knocks a border between him and the other dude that he was fighting, who was kind of kicking his ass. So that kind of, I would have liked Damon to just. It would have been cooler just if he just killed him, but it's
Yeah,
nitpicky.
I agree.
But yeah, we get the big bad death was cool as shit.
Yeah, I just don't see the big guy that Damon's fighting there in the middle of the town. Like when Damon gets in there, it's kind of like I don't see the big huge importance of that dude.
Yeah,
Now, it was cool that like Damon's going against a badass, right? So like
yeah,
that was fine. I was cool with that. But I agree with you. I think that that fight should have just ended with big man dying,
yeah.
the high tower guy dying. But no, I agree with you. You got all the old school things. It was fun. It looked good. HBO on stuff like this does great. They've been doing great with even the dragons like so far and all that stuff as far as like how everything looks and how everything feels.
Mm.
But I thought the battle scene was like done really well. It had like the fun things like because you're cutting from the stuff happening on the outside. Then you have Ulf doing his turn, and he's like out there just raking across the thing, killing all kinds of damn troops and stuff on Damon's side. But then all of a sudden, you see after he does that for a little while, he's like, "Nah, man, you know what? Screw all you assholes." And he just starts burning down like the damn city, bro. He nonchalantly just going through there. So you had that stuff that was going back and forth. You had the Damon fight in the middle of it that I thought was good. I thought him and the big dude was a good fight. I did think I'm like you though. Just let Damon get the kill. Damon killed a lot of people though. I mean,
Yeah.
he was still made to look strong. It was just like this guy was kind of like boom, boom, boom. Damon's a badass, but then like there are some people out there that can give him a fight, just like Christian Cole did. I remember that from like one of the earlier seasons, and then like you had this guy giving him a run for his money. But yeah, you had that. But man, the best thing, and it kind of sucks because I like the Orman. These high towers that keep getting thrown into the show, like all have done really good. Like you got Otto High
Oh, yeah.
that I thought was a really great character. It sucks his ass is gone, right, dead, and everything else. Then we get Orman, this part of the High Towers that's been here in the city. I thought he's done a really good job. The actor and stuff and how he portrayed the character was super cool. So it's almost like you want more of it. But bro, and like you said, the White Wolf, the big daddy of the big daddy, bro. This is what a hero or somebody that you're rooting for that's supposed to be manly. This guy was portrayed perfectly. I'm tired of watching a bunch of wussies sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of watching a couple of pansies that I'm supposed to be rooting for, that's supposed to be badasses, but they got to get with their emotions or something sometimes or whatever. No, man, sometimes we don't need that. Sometimes we just need the big hairy mug to go in there and do his thing. This guy was perfect. He climbs up the ladder, one of the first people to get over across the wall, starts hacking people up. He's like fighting nonstop, just killing folks, bro. Like trying to save lives, do all this stuff, but he's just like killing people. And then they get to the point they're supposed to open the gates. They didn't open the gates, but they had Caraxes. Like actually, it was cool. It was almost like we don't want the White Wolf to get all the pieces. We want to be able to use like a dragon here. So the dragon goes and basically opens up the gates for Damon's army and everything else. And then we see the White Wolf. He's like, all right, cool. The gates are open now, and we still live. I want the boy. So he's going after the prince, but then he bumps into Armin, whatever. I'm fucking his name up. But they get there, bro. They have a little fight. coolest part in the whole damn thing to me was them meeting each other, them getting into a fight. Orman's not a wuss either,
Yeah.
but it's a good fight. Uh, hurts the dude, stabs him. Ormon's gotten punched in the face, and he's like his teeth are missing and stuff. And he's like that like prima donna kind of guy. So it was really cool that like he's like messed up right, in the face and everything. So like he doesn't like being like that. And then but Orman's able to like cut off home dude's arm. I'm like, oh shit, just cut his arm off. Then home dude like, points it at his face and spurts him with some blood right in his face, and then it causes Orman because he doesn't like smells and stuff like that, and he's obviously trying to be like clean all the time and neat to like almost puke or whatever. And then home dude gets the advantage with he walks over and grabs his other blade in his other hand, and Orman's like turning around to look the other direction, and home dude just stabs him right up the butt, like gives it to him, kills him. Orman's like sitting there screaming because and home dude's like, run up your ass. And then like that's when Oath comes down and like starts setting fire to everything. It's like that part was really super cool. That might be the coolest part to me in the whole season, this especially this season.
Did you like the choice to not make that Damon? Obviously, we would have. The big thing was getting the kill by Ulf and the dragon at the end. You couldn't have had that if that was Damon. But would you have liked Damon to take on Ormond, or are you satisfied with them giving it to
what we got? I'm happy with it.
Okay.
Because of how it was done. I thought that was the coolest thing, man. It was really good fun. It was like cool action going on everywhere. Then you had this guy that deserves to get his ass like stabbed, got his ass stabbed by a character that I thought was cool, right? It's not the main character, but it don't have to be the main character all the time. I liked how they did it. I like how it happened. They made a character look like a badass, go out like a badass. Dude's got no arm, and Ormon's like he's like right before he gets fired, but like the white wolf guy standing back there, like just raising his one arm because his other arm's chopped off, sitting next to him. And he just raises his arm and he's like, oh yeah, this is what I'm here for. Take me. It's my time to die. Like he embraces it. I thought that whole scene and stuff was really cool. Now, if I'd have got something weaker,
yeah,
like if there would have been some like they would have told the story kind of shitty in that spot, I would agree with you. Then I wouldn't have liked it, and I'd have been like, man, why not Damon be able to get that? But I didn't care because Damon had his own fight that was pretty cool. But I thought that the way they did this was really cool. I thought the Northmen going out like that was a really cool and really fun. Like I was having it's the most fun I probably had all season.
There you go.
They're in that whole battle sequence, like all the stuff that was going on. Like to be honest with you, like there's a point where you see Rhaenyra go up to the Septons, right? And she's trying to get anointed and make them anoint her, and then they're like, "Oh, we're not going to anoint you because we think home dude's like still alive, so we're not doing it." And she ends up killing them. Like that scene, I thought was important, and I didn't hate the scene, but I'm like, bro, let's get back to let's get back to the High Towers in Templeton because that stuff was being pretty cool and it was happening pretty. I liked it.
Yeah.
Where do you think, go ahead, like anything that we may have missed or anything, like, because we pretty much talked about most of the episode, like anything you want to extrapolate on a little more?
We talked briefly about how do you like the dismissal of the White Worm like that? Was it like...
I wanted her to get killed. I think you even kind of agreed with it. She didn't die. Now I'm like, man, what are they going to try to force her in? Because that character doesn't have a lot in the source material. I don't really care for the character. I mean, one thing I thought was like shitty in one way and good in the other because I just don't like it very much. Is like, I didn't like how they. Yeah, I just don't care for what she does as a character or whatnot. I don't care for the one that we was talking about before the episode even started, Sheep Stealer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care for her character. She doesn't even show up in this episode either, and I did not one time miss her at all, period. Mm-hmm. Not one time.
Yeah, just another loose end that could bite her in season 4. I mean, just loose ends, loose ends. We saw the daughter of Damon and the granddaughter of the Corliss just kind of snap back at Rhaenyra too.
Yep.
So we've seen, and then Adam and Alan had their little back and forth about what they were gonna do about oh, you don't care about your dad, now that you got the power and you're rising up and you're gonna be named the next what was the title again?
The title of this episode?
No, the title of Corliss.
Oh, he was like the hand.
Yeah, he was gonna be
The
the
hand of
next.
the queen.
So it was like, you got a little bit of the relationships are just an issue, man. It's just an issue on this side, man. I just can't get on board with everybody.
Yeah, it is a bunch of chaos, and that's one of the things that's kind of hard with a show like this. Is like you can like it and enjoy it. Some people may or may not, but it seems like the show's been doing really well. A lot of people's been watching it. A lot of people's been having fun with it, and I can see where you could have fun with it. I could also see where you have some criticisms because we've had criticisms with the show. Not everything's been perfect with certain things that's happened during the thing. I had more problems earlier on in the season. I do have some problems with some of the like things that are going on. I think some things are just happening too fast. People are getting places too quick. That kind of stuff happening. And like, but I don't concentrate on that when I'm watching the episodes. When I'm watching the episodes, I'm just judging it based on like what's happening. There were just multiple scenes. I love this episode we just watched. Just because like there was multiple scenes that you could pick out that was fun. Like the Damon, when they brought Corliss out trying to do like a, hey, let's try to get out of here another way. Kind of situation when Gwaine took Corliss out there and basically was like, hey, I'm going to give you Corliss. Like, with me, we can come up with this deal, though, like where we split the kingdom or whatever. And maybe there's more peace and kind of stuff. And like the whole interaction like that with Damon and how Damon reacts and stuff was like super good, cool, and good. There was just multiple scenes like that in this episode that was like either really fun or actually just really good. There was like a scene that I even mentioned while we're doing a live watch along, because there was a few good ones, but there was a part where I literally say something to the effect of like, "Hey, sorry if you're watching the watch along, and we haven't said anything for a little bit, but like this is really good stuff happening right here. This is like riveting dialogue and everything else, and I'm like paying attention and soaking it all in, kind of situation." So you forget you're even doing a watch along for a second, and that means you're watching a really good show when that kind of thing is happening. But yeah, do you think this episode? So do you think this episode elevated the season, or do you think this just basically kept us where we were at for the season?
I think it tied everything into and got me ready for season 4. It put a nice little bow on season 3, and it got me going, looking forward to some things in season 4. So I think it definitely elevated the season and ended it pretty satisfying for me.
I think it did. Like as far as the finale goes, there's parts of this that I love. Like and because it did focus on some of the characters that I like Damon was a big part of this episode, for instance. So I enjoyed it just because my favorite character is getting a lot of screen time. At the same time, though, there was a lot of loose ends that we didn't get to touch on at all. Period. There's the Allison thing. We don't know what happened. We haven't seen her since the last episode when she tried to kill her kid. We also got the sheep stealer. We don't know what's happening with that. Is that dragon fully dead? Like, what's happening with her? What, in that situation. We also have, so we didn't get none of that. We also didn't get none of, what else was it? Well, there was one other thing that was,
Allison, White Worm.
White Worm, we still
Darren.
got a little bit of her story.
Darren's possibly still alive.
Yeah, and we don't know. We also don't know what happened to Ulf. I just don't want none of this stuff to happen like off screen. So, like, say if we jump in the timeline, like, so say season 4 jumps like 6 months ahead, and like Ulf's already dead.
Yeah,
and we didn't get to see it. I think that's going to be kind of shitty. Like to be perfectly honest with you. But there are some big things that's going to happen. There's some consequences that's going to happen. And I know they're saying they're doing 4 seasons, but it's going to be tough and difficult to like wrap all these things up because like stuff that I know coming from the source material. And one of the things that happens is like ties into this episode. Like one of the bad things that starts happening for Rhaenyra is consequences that comes from killing the Septon.
Mm.
Because now there's going to be something else that kind of takes its place. That's not going to be like super good for her. So like, are they even going to tell any part of that story? Or are they just going to skip that part of it? And they might because they do certain things. But yeah, it's hard to tell what's going to happen just because they kind of like changing a lot of things. There's some things that are staying the same or they're getting to the same conclusion a little bit of a different way. And then there's some things that are taken like, it's not even going to be close to what it is. And that's going to be interesting to see how the like people that know the source material like really starts to follow it. Because sometimes if you stray too far, you'll start having them complain a lot. And I haven't really seen them complain a huge amount.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just interesting because I'm not a book reader or delve deep into this source material, so I'm just seeing it as it is and taking it as it is. So it's definitely going to be interesting to hear your reaction and other people's reaction online that are deep into the source material and how they feel about it being portrayed in a certain way. We won't know to the conclusion of season 4 and how this all wraps up. You can kind of dive into your thought process about, well, I didn't like overall how they did this, or I really love the way they changed this part. So, but it'd be interesting to see the ending of all this and see how it plays out.
100. Any other things that you wanted to get off your chest before we get on out of here?
I think that's it, man. That's it. I think we talked about everything.
Pretty much everything out there. I will say the one other thing would be we did get this like little story, which is interesting. I don't know where they're going to take it. And there were a bunch of big things that happened in this episode. So like we obviously talked about those, but Alice Rivers. You know, she's sitting over there by Aemon and stuff like that. She tells the story. She's even tearing up. We really hadn't seen emotion from her before.
Oh, yeah.
I give her props for the acting there. But it's going to be interesting to see where that part of the story that like takes us. She's basically saying that she's alive and she's been alive for a long time, like 100 and something years or something at least. Because like even Aemon's like that would happen like 100 years ago. So she's definitely magical in some ways. Some stuff she even admits to working with the people of the forest and stuff. So I don't know how far they're going to take that though. I don't know like if we're going to get too much of that in season 4. Like they almost need to have more than 8 episodes if they're going to try to tap into all this stuff to end this. They almost probably need to do 12 or 13 to be able to try to wrap some of the stuff up. But we'll see how they go. I will say that after this episode and this season, I actually do. The season started strong in some ways, and then like I think it ended kind of strong too. As long as you can put out of your mind a couple of the little things like nuances and stuff. Like I said, you can be lost in the weeds here because of the simple fact of there's so many things happening, so many details happening. Like we're watching Reacher, and it's a more simple story.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what happens when you have a super complicated story. If you start trying to like, if you don't give it enough room to breathe, sometimes you'll notice like, man, whatever. But it is what it is. But I'm ending on a final score of the season. After this episode, after this finale, I'm at the B plus. I'm at the B plus stage. I'm at pretty damn good show. I like it. I enjoy it. A lot of other people out there like it and enjoy it. It seems like I said, because it's one of the more popular shows out there, especially newer shows out there that's getting a lot of watch time and watch hours for the HBO Max. Where is your final thing? 3 seasons into this thing, where are we at? Like I'm at B plus, baby. And if the final season is super great, we get that a year or 2 from now, and it's super good. This show could be a in the A range.
Yeah, I probably had more fun, honestly. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this all, but I'm feeling like I had more fun with Viserys and all them, Otto and all them. Overall, but it's gone down a little bit overall to me from an A to about a B plus. Like I'm in your range B to B plus. This season specifically, it had an advantage where it kind of started on a finale, and ended with a finale. So you got some really good action beginning and end. So it got lost a little bit. There's some weird little storylines and characters I didn't really care for, but overall I really enjoyed the season. So that it's also a B for the season.
Yeah, and the way I kind of grade stuff that I enjoy is like, is there a lot more fun to had than like something that so the more epic and more fun you're having with some of the bigger parts lets me ignore some things that maybe I don't like as much.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of fun to be had in Spider-Man, for instance. Lot of fun, bro. The characters flying around, doing all those things. I have problems with that movie, though. When I sit back, turn my brain on, think about certain things, I'm like, nah, dog, this don't really work that good. But the things in that movie was so good. Like, the good things were so good. The acting in certain spots was so good. The way they told the story in a lot of areas was so good that one, like, couple of things that I have issues with in that movie, I don't really care about as much because, like, I had so much fun otherwise. And that's what I grade this stuff on. And that's just how it works. And this show, we had the epic dragon battles, dragon fights, dragon flight. So all that stuff super fun. We have the stuff with Damon that I thought overall was like really good. Rhaenyra, that actress does really well. So the things that we got from some of the storylines, how Jace gets taken out, Christian Cole getting taken out, and the way that happened. Even stuff that happened in this episode with Ormond and how he got taken out, and the White Wolf got taken. All those things were so big, epic, and done well that some of the other things I can forgive as easy. That's why I'm at the B plus. That's why I'm not at lower. But those things do hold it back from being in the A, because if you're going to be in the A, you got to be great, got to be elite. And I don't think it's an elite. Like, it's not as good as the original Game of Thrones, to be honest with you. So, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what the season 4. Maybe this show can end better than the original Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's all that we come for sometimes. Well, that being said, guys, thank you guys. Thank you for the journey. The ones that did watch stuff like that we had fun with, as far as like people that has joined the Discord and stuff, like what you can do right below. Do like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But we are through with House of the Dragon, but we're not done with Watchalongs. We still got some Reacher stuff we're going to do. Obviously, we're going to be doing the new season that's coming up pretty soon. That actually comes out in a few days, right? What day does that come out?
The 12th, I believe.
Like the 12th or 13th. So we'll be doing like the reactions and stuff like that to the new season for Reacher. We're gonna try to at least knock out season 2 completely before the new season starts. So one of these next couple of days, we'll hit the last 2 episodes of season 2 and get those completely done. But we will be doing other shows. Like, I plan on doing the new Camp Crystal Lake show. That's going to be like the prequel to like what happened in the Jason Voorhees movies, Friday the 13th. And I think that'll be fun. We got other things down the pipeline too. There's other shows. There's like the Harry Potter show. So we might cover that and stuff that's coming up pretty soon. Like, so yeah, there's some like good stuff and everything else. So we're going to start expanding on this, doing more of these live watch-alongs, and then like reviews and everything. And just appreciate everybody that has put in some time with us and like watched our shows. Thank you.
Peace.
Let's get on out of here, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.